Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I wanna, I wanna. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. As you come in. Hello, hello. Uh, I wanna, I wanna do a lesson tonight. Let me know who's on live as we tape this tonight. Um, I want to talk about how to avoid a toxic relationship. This has been on my heart for about a week. I wrote the notes down like a few weeks ago. Hello, everybody. How to, hello, Candace Marie. Hi, MLB, Wilborn. Hi. Um, I want to talk about how to avoid a toxic relationship. How to avoid. Um, Toxic meaning means to contain something that is poisonous, something that is poisonous. Um, I want to. It's important that we avoid people that are poisonous. There are so many people who, because of the feeling of being alone, the time clock is ticking out, and I just don't want to be alone. So we see the red flags, and we feel the toxicity, the poisonous, somebody that is poisonous, whether it be physical abuse or whether it be mental abuse. There are some poisonous relationships, some poisonous relationships. And so how do I avoid getting with somebody that's not toxic, that's not going to um, kill me? And I'm not just talking about y'all with me. I'm not just talking about somebody that can physically kill me. How can I avoid somebody that's not going to kill my character, kill my spirit? How can I avoid somebody that's not going to mentally abuse me? Leave me, watch this. Leave me, leave me, leave me damaged. Leave me damaged. There's so many people that get into relationships, and as you come in, and just let me know who you are as you're coming in. And I need you to just that thumb that's up at the top. I just need you to just hit that thumb. That there's so many people that when they meet somebody, when they meet them, they're healthy. There's so many people that's going to be watching this. When you meet somebody, you're healthy, you're whole. Hello, Paula Davis. You're whole, and when you leave the relationship, you're now wounded. You're unhealthy. You're poisonous. I've often noticed that a lot of people um, that I've met, Paula, they're good people. You know, once the guard comes down and you see the layers coming off, but but they Rachel, how you doing? But they're so toxic from other people. They've now become poisonous because they've been with somebody that's toxic. They've been with somebody that's toxic. It's a dangerous thing to be infected by somebody who's poisonous. It's a dangerous thing to be infected by someone who's poisonous. Yeah, it's a dangerous thing to be infected by somebody who's poisonous because you become who they are. if you don't be careful. Because what happens is, am I talking good? I'm not seeing anybody say nothing. I can't tell. Uh, because you become who they are. Because what happens is, if you're not strong enough to change them, then they're gonna change you. Some good people have become toxic. So I wanna give you some pointers, and y'all can put them on the screen. I want to give you some pointers how to avoid toxic relationship. Number one, make sure you're not toxic. Make sure you're not the one that's toxic. Make sure you're not the one that's poisonous. Make sure you're not the one that's infecting somebody. Have you gotten over the hurt of your past relationship? Have you gotten over the hurt of your childhood? Have you gotten over? I often say, in order to become the right one, in order to get the right one, you have to become the right one. So make sure that you're not the toxic one. Make sure that you're not the one. Thank you, MLB. Make sure you're not the one that's spitting venom. Make sure you're not the one that's hurting the person you're with. Make sure you're not the one. I'm talking about how to avoid a toxic relationship. Check yourself out. Make sure you're ready to date. Make sure you're ready to talk to somebody. Make sure you're ready to get in a committed relationship. How do I know that? Because I work on me. I can hear me. That's good. I can hear me talking. I can hear what I'm saying to somebody. I can hear me. I can hear the rudeness. I can hear the shortness. I can hear the smartness. I can hear me dealing with somebody. And so I got to make sure that I check myself. I got to make sure, Rachel, we attract what we are. You keep wondering why you keep getting bad people? You wonder why you keep getting toxic people? And you're the one that's in the relationship? You're the one that's in all of the relationships that have not worked. You are the one that's in all of the relationships that has not worked. So are you the toxic? Are you the definition of toxic? Containing or being poisonous, capable of causing death or serious debilitation. When you're toxic, you can cause death of somebody else. So make sure that you're not the toxic one. I remember when I first started, after being married 20 years to Pastor Kim, I started dating a young lady. We're still friends 10 years later. And if you just joined us, then hey, Mika, make sure, I remember I started dating her. And I wasn't ready to date nobody, because many times when we date after we come out of a divorce, the next person is a rebound. And had I waited to be with her, we probably would have been married. But because I was toxic and didn't know it. Do you know, I'm still in the first point, Mika. Make sure you're not toxic and make sure you're not unhealthy. Do you not know a lot of toxicity that we feel is of our own doing because we're the toxic one? We're the toxic one. We got stuff in us. We got stuff in us. If you're just joining me, there's a thumb right up there doing like this, it's doing like that, whatever it's doing. Just hit that thumb up there, because it causes this video to circulate more. And so number one, make sure that you're not the toxic one. Number two, Know the signs of a toxic person. Know the signs. No, number one, make sure you're not the toxic and unhealthy person. I need somebody to put the notes up here. Make sure you're not the toxic and unhealthy person. Number two, know the signs of a toxic person. Know the signs of a toxic person. Prophet, I'm doing a YouTube live right now. I hit you right back. I'm sorry, y'all. Know the signs of a toxic person. Okay? Know the signs. They have signs. They have signs. They have signs. They act a certain way. A person that's poisonous, you know, somebody that just have been poisoned, just have been poisoned, food poison. There are signs. Their stomach, they throw up, they regurgitate. Folk that have toxicity in relationship, they regurgitate. They throw up things from their own hurt. They throw up things. They have signs. Yeah, they throw up things. They have signs. They're things that they do. They're ways that they talk because they're not healed. If it's one thing I cannot stand, and it happens in a lot of cases because there is toxic women that I'm a man, so I can only speak from my vantage point. Women that just get smart, and it comes because they were in a toxic relationship with a man that treated them bad. So now they think that the good man that they need to launch out at. Because remember, hurt people hurt people. Y'all not saying nothing. I don't know if I'm doing anything because y'all not saying anything. Hurt people hurt people. So there are signs. And many times we've seen the signs in the dating phase. We've seen the signs in the dating phase. We've seen the signs in the dating phase that this person is toxic. Meek, I must not be doing good. We see the toxic signs, but we ignore them. The way they talk to you. The way they talk to you. They talk to you sideways. How you gonna talk to somebody sideways you just met? You toxic. How you gonna cuss at somebody? A friend of mine, young lady told me, say he was doing fine until he started cussing and stuff. And because there's something in what would make you in the beginning of talking to somebody just start off showing your tail. A man that can't talk to you in the beginning, he's toxic. Can't talk to you right in the beginning, he's toxic. Number one, make sure you're not the toxic one and unhealthy. But number two, know the signs. Know the signs of somebody that's toxic. They're rude. They're obnoxious. Huh? They start off wrong. Number three, don't ignore the signs. Number two, know the signs of a toxic person. But number three, don't ignore them. Don't ignore the signs. Don't ignore the signs. Ladies, let me tell y'all something. Queens, because that's who mainly I talk to. Queens. 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 Queens, please, whatever you do, don't ignore the signs. You're too valuable. You have too much to offer to let one toxic man hold up your life. I don't get it. I never got it. I ask women all the time who DM me, they say, I'm with this man and he cheating, he doing this, he doing what? Why would you stay in a toxic or poisonous relationship? There's too many men on the earth that would love you the way you want to be loved, treat you the way you want to be treated. But one man can hold up your life. That's because you're ignoring the signs of toxicity. We're talking about make sure you're not toxic and unhealthy. Know the signs of a toxic person. And number 3, don't ignore the sign. We're talking about how to avoid a toxic relationship because we're setting goals. If you don't know, I'm having a masterclass, relationship goal setting for 2021. Relationship goal setting for 2021. It's February 11th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., 3 hours. Me and ANESHA Sharp. I'm going to teach you how to set goals for relationship, and I'm going to teach you how to become your relationship goal for 2020. It's $49. Hey, Kiki, I love you. It's $49.99. Those that register tonight before midnight, I'm going to send you free of charge my When the Right One Comes book. This is my first book. Y'all can see I have no hair on my face. When the Right One Comes. It's a $20 book on my website. But if you go to gregdavisshow.com, register for $49.99, and you get this book free. I'll send this book out to you, right? Relationship goals. Do you want to be a good single this year? Then I'm going to teach you how to do that. Do you want to be a good dater? Then I'm going to teach you how to date. If you want to be a good committed relationship, I'm teaching that. Whatever your relationship goal is, we're going to talk about it, me and ANESHA. All right, $49.99, gregdavisshow.com. Go there. Before midnight, I will send you this book. All right. Number 4, be willing to walk away from the toxic relationship. Be willing to walk away from the toxic relationship. Be willing to walk. Number 1, make sure you're not the toxic and unhealthy person. Number 2, know the signs of a toxic person. Number 3, don't ignore signs. And number 4, be willing to walk away from the relationship, the toxic relationship. You got to be willing to walk away. You can't talk about nobody. Let me tell you something. Anybody that can keep you in something that's toxic, that means they got control over your life. And nobody is worth having control over your life. You got to walk away. You got to know when to hold them, and you got to know when to fold them. That again, ladies, there are too many men out in the world. And as I say all the time, Kiki, Mika, Paula, if you're going to be single, you might as well get what you want. Tell me what you want. No, seriously. Okay? Be willing to walk away from the toxic relationship before it gets worse. What do you mean? Before it gets worse. Because behavior that's not dealt with only gets worse. You don't have to stay with nobody you don't want to be with, nobody that don't treat you right. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. I'm not staying with anybody that don't deserve my love and attention. Number 1, make sure you're not toxic and unhealthy. Number 2, know the signs of a toxic person. Number 3, don't ignore the signs. Number 3, be willing to walk away from the toxic relationship. All right. Number 5, make sure that you take time to get to know the person so that the toxicity can be revealed. make sure that you get to know, take your time to make sure they aren't toxic. Make sure you take your time. No, take your time to make sure they aren't toxic. What's the rush? Every failed relationship that I've had is because I rushed. I rushed. I rushed. I would still be with who I was with, or maybe not if I hadn't rushed. We don't take our time to get to know the person. Man, um, I believe, and I've seen this happen in my life. Travel with somebody. You want to know who they are? Travel with them. Go on a vacation. Go out of town with them. You find out who they are. Time is the revealer of all things. Time is the revealer of all things. So take your time. There's somebody watching right now. I don't know if it's in this room or somebody that'll watch it later on. You'll send me a message. You'll send me a message because I slowed you down tonight. Slow down, queens. Let their character be revealed. Slow down. I beg you. Slow down. Wait. Don't be in such a hurry. My grandfather used to always tell me, boy, stop being in such a hurry. As often, as always, he was right. I'm always in a hurry. Now, not so much. Not so much now. Now I take my time. Start talking to him, then we're dating in 2 months. I mean, we're in a committed relationship in 2 months. Not no more. I gotta see what my everybody should know. Are y'all listening to me? Is this good? Is this good? Because proceed with caution. That's right. All of us have a pain threshold, Mika. Jillian, hello. MLB. All of us have a threshold of pain that they can take. I don't have a big pain threshold. I can't. I can't take no pain. Like somebody stick a needle in my arm, I'm done. I'm like, when they draw blood, I don't have a pain threshold. Some people can take pain. I can't. Let me ask you a question. Because toxicity is really based upon how much pain you can take. Toxicity is based upon how much poison you can take from somebody else. And when you begin to get older, it's not much that you're willing to take because you get set in your ways. That's it, MLB. No more pain. What's your pain threshold that you will? How much baggage? How much baggage are you willing to let that person? How much baggage? How much baggage are you willing? How much baggage are you willing to unpack? Let them unpack in your life. Make sure you take time to find out if they're toxic. Number 6, know that you cannot heal a toxic person. I did that. Number 6, know that you can heal a toxic person. It's not even your job to heal a toxic person. They need a therapist. I'm going to love that out of them. The hell you are. You're not, no. You can't heal it. I remember my last situation 10 years ago. Not 10 years ago, but 6 years ago. 7 now. Mika, put up the information for the master class, please. Put up the information for the master class. She says she want to register. It's Greg is www.gregdavisshow.com. gregdavisshow.com. gregdavisshow.com. www.gregdavisshow.com. You cannot heal a toxic person. They have to come healed. I remember the young lady that I was seeing. She said, I'm toxic. I'm damaged goods. Leave me alone. I come out of a marriage that was bad and blah, 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 blah. And oh, no. Come on. Oh, no. Come on, baby. I got you. Every man think that they can heal somebody. Women do too. She told me she's damaged goods. Shame on me. I got just what I deserved. Her to leave me. Walk away. Mika, did you put the email address? When they tell you, not the email address, the website, gregdavisshow.com, register for the masterclass. When they tell you, believe them. She said she damaged goods. I should have been said, I'm praying for you. Not I want to marry you and I can. No. You can't heal a toxic person. Number one, make sure you're not the toxic and unhealthy person. Number two, know the signs of a toxic person. Number three, don't ignore the signs. Number four, be willing to walk away from them. Number five, take your time to make sure they aren't toxic. Number six, you cannot heal a toxic person. They need a therapist. They need somebody to talk to. Because first of all, a toxic person has to decide that I am toxic, I am poisonous. Remember, the working definition is a person containing or being poisonous, capable of causing death or serious debilitation. A toxic person debilitates you. What's debility? Somebody that's immobile. They suck the life out of you. They suck the life out of you. They suck the life out of you. A toxic person sucks the life out of you. They debilitate you. They debilitate you. Number 7, the last one. Don't let their toxicity turn you toxic. Don't let their toxicity turn you toxic. Don't let their toxicity, their poison, cause you to be poisoned. Don't let their toxicity cause you to be poisoned. Because if you're not strong enough, they will pull you down. I started in the beginning talking about how there's some great people that have been in relationships, but because they got with somebody that poisoned them, then now they're poisonous. You can stay around somebody long enough and you will become Sometimes you with somebody and you start talking like them. Same thing, same effect. Because toxic people are contagious. Toxic people are contagious. Number one, make sure you're not toxic and unhealthy. Number two, know the signs of a toxic person. Number three, don't ignore the signs. Number four, be willing to walk away from them. Number five, take your time to make sure they aren't toxic. Number six, you cannot heal a toxic person. And number seven, don't let the toxicity turn you toxic. I hope this has helped you tonight. I hope this help. I need everybody that's on here to, there's a thumb up there, up top, over you, wherever it's at. Make sure you do. There's a place for you to like this. If you came on late, go back and look at it. All right. I have a masterclass coming. It's called Relationship Goal Setting 2021. If you want to be a good single, let us teach you how to be a good single. If you want to be in a dating situation, I teach dating as data. Let me show you how to date. Next thing, number three, you want to be in a committed relationship? Let me tell you how to successfully help you navigate through a successful relationship. You want to be a fiance? Let's work toward that. And the last thing, you want to be married? When? When is the question. Like my goal for 2021 is to get into a committed relationship. It's been 6 years. No, it's been 5 years. It's been 5 years. It's time for me to get in a relationship. Tired of being alone. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired. Yeah. So I have a goal. But I can't just sit here and wait. I got to move toward that. I got to start dating people intentionally. Start taking real data. And I have to be intentional. I'm giving y'all all the secret. Anyway, go to Greg Davis Show. Greg Davis Show. Greg Davis. Thank you, Kiki. These are my regulars. gregdavisshow.com. gregdavisshow.com. And and tonight, those that register, I'm going to send you my book, When the Right One Comes. It's just a book, 690 some quotes. Quotes. It's a $20 value on the website. And I'm giving it to you with the registration, $49.99. And if you don't have my new book, Preparing and Positioning for the Right One, I had to order hundreds of more books because I'm out. And they'll be in any day. I'm going to sign them. All right. My book is getting ready. Sorry. We're getting ready to offer my book. Right now, I got commercials going on the Word Network. They're going on right now. But we're getting ready to put it in a package on the Word Network and offer it in the package for the Valentine's Day. Preparing the position for the right way. You get a picture of me on the back. All right. Let me prepare you and position you for the right one. Let me get you ready for the right one. 86 pages. People are telling me how much they enjoyed the book. Mika, yeah. Mika, you've been reading the book. How you like it so far, Mika? She DM'd me, and you know what I like about the book? I've already highlighted and circled stuff. This comes in everybody's book. I highlight it and circle stuff. This is going to be what I do in all my books. I highlight it and circle stuff. All right. Highlighted and circle stuff in the book. Pulled out the keys. You don't have to do it. I already did it. statistics and everything. You highlighting too? Well, everybody got something they like. So it's $15 at gregdavisshow.com. If you're looking for a coach, I'm also a relationship coach. You can go to the same website, same page, gregdavisshow.com. It's by the hour. We can do it weekly, we can do it monthly, but I would love to help navigate you privately, meet your goals privately. I have so many people DMing me, asking me for information. Now I have to monetize it, and I just can't give everybody my life experiences. So you go to gregdavisshow.com and let me coach you through it. Let me coach you through it. All right. Finally, make sure you're following and subscribing to this page tonight. If you enjoyed this teaching tonight, I'm asking you just give $20. If you can give $20 tonight, go to my Cash App, $ Greg Davis Ministries 1, $ Greg Davis Ministries 1, $ Greg Davis Ministries 1, or Zelle Greg Davis Show at gmail.com. Givelify, Greg Davis Ministries, or you can go to my website, gregdavisshow.com, and give. But I wish that all of you, how many of you will give $20 tonight? How many of you will give $20 tonight? Do that as we close out tonight. All right. Thank you so much. That's it right there. Greg Davis Show, $ Greg Davis Show, Greg Davis Ministries 1. All right. I'm getting ready to go. Got things to tend to. And if you do that, just do it. Y'all have a great night. All right. Peace.